Hello, good morning, class. Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear my voice? If you can hear my voice and can see my screen clearly, please raise your hands. Yes. Walaikum assalam, Suhaima. Good morning, Iman. Walaikum assalam, Yusera. How are you guys? Okay, fine. Let's start with our class. So today we are supposed to conclude uh, the chapter compounds or mixture. This is the last topic or the comparison of compounds or mixture. Today we are going to learn. Finally, we are going to conclude the chapter. Okay. So as we have already learned that compounds are the substances which are made up when two or more elements chemically combine together, right? And mixtures are the substances when two or more substances, Walaikum Assalam, Raja Rizwan, Iman, Walaikum Assalam, when two or more substances join together without any chemical reaction, this is called mixture. Okay, so this is our lecture number 17 and last part of compounds or mixture. What we have learned up till now, we have learned how compounds are made. We have learned the definition of compounds, properties of compounds, and how compounds are made chemically. In our last lesson, we have learned how compounds are made chemically, and that mixture consists of two or more substances which are not joined chemically, right? Who has unmuted himself? Yes, please don't unmute yourself. Okay, either please lower down your hand. So today we are going to learn how to identify useful metal mixtures and to distinguish between mixtures and compound. We have already gone through these two topics in the physical class and in-person classes in the school. Miss can't hear you properly. Beta, I have made it possible to, I ensured it that my voice should be clear to you people. Please check at your end. Okay. So we are going to learn 2 points, that how to identify useful mixtures and to distinguish between mixtures and compounds. We have already learned that mixtures are the substances which are made by the combination or joining of two or more substances without any chemical reaction. So in the first instant we are going to learn, we take the example duralumin. What is a duralumin? It is an alloy of aluminum with other metals. It is light and strong. You people have already learned this duralumin word in chapter element, the simplest kind of matter. Here you are again learning it. It is a mixture. Duralumin is a mixture. It is an alloy. We learned that all the alloys, when they are made by mixing metals and non-metals. Okay, so they are mixture. They are mixture of metals and non-metals. So duralumin is an alloy. It is a mixture of aluminum with other metals. It is light and strong. It is used for building aircraft bodies. Okay, it is used for building aircraft bodies. As you can see, the aircraft, it is rising high in the air, so it should be made out of substances which are very light in weight, so that it can lift up in the air, and it should be strong. The material out of which the aircraft is made up of, it should be very strong enough so that it can resist the air pressure. Understood? It should be light and strong. So duralumin, it is a mixture and is made up by mixing the aluminum with other elements. It is light in weight and strong, and it is used for building aircraft bodies. Next is, here we can take example of bicycle. Your bicycle. Everyone must use the bicycle, and bicycle is made up of material which is an alloy. It is a duralumin. Okay, so you can quote two examples here. aircraft bodies and bicycle. Bicycle, or we can say our fridge, the coating of our fridge, the body of our fridge, refrigerators or cars, they are all made up of mixture and alloy. Maybe instead of aluminum, they use some other metals, but they are also a mixture of different metals and non-metals. Okay, here I have given you one more example. You can see on the screen, this is the spoon. Our cutlery means our spoons, fork, knives, whatever the cutleries we use, they are all made up of duralumin, aluminum, and they are made up of a mixture. Okay, means duralumin is an alloy, it is a mixture, and it's used for making so many different things which we daily use in our life. Okay, here you can see some more items like aircraft body you have already seen. Then you can see knife. I have just quoted the example. Coins are coins. You must be aware of coins. Everyone must have seen the coins and the musical instruments. They are all made up of duralumin, or we can say a mixture. They are made up of mixture of metals with non-metals. Please remember this. I will be asking these examples in the class on Monday. Okay. Next is, we can say, we can take example of salad dressing in oil. It is a mixture. Chocolates, you can see the chocolates, they are also a mixture, they are not compounds. Likewise, salad dressing in oil, everyone must have seen the salad dressing which we use for making the salads. And you can see there are two layers. The solid substances, they are settled down at the bottom of the bottle, and the liquid, that is oil, it is on the upper part of the bottle. When we want to use them, we need to shake the bottle so that both the layers, they mix together properly in equal proportion. Okay, chocolates. Third example we can take. Okay, for the third example we can take ice cream. Ice cream is a mixture. Medicines, you can see the mix. Medicines, they are also the mixture of different elements. Soapy water, we use soap, we use water, we mix soap or surf or liquid hand washes in water. So the soapy water is also a mixture of different substances. Is this clear? Please let me know if this is clear so that I'll move to the next slide. Now we can learn the differences between the compounds and mixture. Okay, Meeram. Yes, Sarah. Okay, beta, fine. Now the differences between the compounds and mixture. The first difference is, no, you have done this in your question number 4 in copies. Okay, this is your question number 4 of compounds or mixture. I am just explaining it because you have done this question number 4 and we did not go through it completely. That's why I'm explaining it here today. Okay, so first difference between the compound and mixture is that no chemical reaction takes place during the formation of mixture. Right, no chemical reaction takes place during the, like you can see in this picture, the person is mixing the flour and something else, and he is mixing without any mixing them without any chemical reaction, for making pizza dough or for making bread or something else, cake, whatever, he is mixing the substances together without any chemical reaction. However, in the second picture you can see compounds are formed by chemical reaction, which usually involve an exchange of energy in the form of heat and light. In this picture you can see heat and light both are coming out, right? Please look at it clearly. Heat and light both are coming out from during the chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is taking place inside the test tube in the lab, and here no light or heat is coming out. The person is mixing the flour or sugar or something else in the bowl without any heat or light, and there is no chemical reaction. Understood? Clearly understood? Now let's change the slide. Second property, The properties of mixture are the properties of the substance that make up the mixture. Means when we make the mixture, the properties of substance will remain same. When we make the mixture like salt and water, if we mix salt with water, or if we add sugar as well, and if we want to add some tang powder as well, there are four different substances are mixed together and their properties will remain same. The new thing that is formed is a mixture, but it is not like that. If we want to separate all four items, all four substances, we can separate them by physical method, and mixture of tang, water, sugar and salt, all the properties of substances of like salt, sugar, water, tang, they retain their properties. Their properties will remain there. Okay, however, like you can see, compounds have properties that are different from the properties of its constituent element. Like I have told you several times, we take example of water, that we mix for the formation of water, hydrogen and oxygen are joined together chemically to form a totally new thing. Hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas. Both have different properties. But the new thing that is formed is liquid. And if we want to separate them, we cannot separate them by any easy method. Rather they can be broken down into something. Okay, Mahat, rather they can be separated into something, or not separated, they can be broken down into something new. Okay. Now let's see the third property. It can be separated into its components by physical means. Means by any physical method we can separate them. The mixtures can be separated by evaporation, filtration and distillation. Once we complete this lecture, please don't go. I will show you online that what are the process for carrying out evaporation, filtration and distillation. Okay, this is the process. Here in this picture you can see this is the process of distillation is taking place. We can separate the mixtures if we have oil is a mixture. In oil there are several different types of oils or fragrances are mixed. If we want to separate them, we use this distillation process to separate them. Okay. And a compound can only be broken down into simpler substances by chemical methods such as decomposition. Okay, means we cannot separate the compounds, but it can be broken down into simpler substances by any other chemical reaction, like or chemical method like decomposition. Decomposition is a chemical reaction, is the name of a chemical reaction. Like if we heat sugar, sugar is a compound. We cannot separate the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, which are the basic element of sugar, because sugar is made after the chemical reaction. If we want to separate it, it cannot be separated. Rather, it can be broken down into simple substance if we heat it. Okay, I quoted an example of caramel. I have given you the example of caramel. When we heat the sugar, sugar is turned into simple substance, that is caramel. Okay. Now, is this clear, everyone? Please let me know in the chat box. Please let me know in the chat box if this is clear. Okay. Just 2-3 people are replying me. I want the answer from each and everyone. Okay. This is very easy because in the in-person class in last 2 weeks, we have discussed these things so many times. And now it is the repetition. Okay. It is the conclusion of this chapter. Okay. Now let's move to next. Differences between compounds and mixture. The last property is that the substances in the mixture can be mixed in any proportion by mass. Like in this picture, you can see in this picture, you can see the mixture is being made, and people are adding different like salt, sugar, or whatever the substances, they are being mixed without any measurement, without any proper ratio, without any proper measurement. However, in the making of compound, in the formation of compounds, some elements are joined together in a fixed proportion by mass. Okay, this is very clear. When you will be here in the school in the next week, I will try to show you how to make mixture without any proper measurement. We will make tank water or salt or sugar water, so that we will come to know that when we make mixture, there will be no proper measurement. However, for the formation of compound, every element should be taken in a proper ratio, after proper measurement, so that the chemical reaction will take place and compound will form properly. Okay, clear? Now these are the 4 properties that we have learned. Is there anything you want me to repeat, beta? Class, is there anything you want me to repeat? If you don't understand, I will repeat it. No, okay. Okay, now in your books, please highlight the important points. On page 113, open your books. On page 113, highlight the important point. This is the, what do we call this type of equation? Word equation or chemical equation? What do we call it? Word equation or chemical equation? Write down in the chat box. What do we call it? Is this a word equation or chemical equation? First, highlight it, underline this equation, and let me know. Chemical. Yeah, it's chemical, but yeah, Sarah, when it is written in the form of formulas, we call it chemical equation. When it is written in the words like this, okay, when it is written like this in the form of in the word form, then we call it word equation. Now, after this, underline elements and compounds combine chemically. Brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide are produced when colorless nitrogen oxide is mixed with oxygen. Please underline these 2 points. Please, everyone, underline these 2 points. And after this, at the bottom of the page, 113, highlight again the word equation that is given: nitrogen oxide plus oxygen. It gives us nitrogen dioxide. Okay, it gives us nitrogen dioxide. Okay, underline. Have you all underlined this? I'm going to change the page. On page 113. Okay, on page 113, sorry, 114 now. Now on page 114, start highlighting from. Who is there? Yes, Abdul Rahman, 8G, why are you here? I'm going to expel you. Umema, mute yourself. Okay, in mixture, on page number 114, please highlight the 4th line. Start from here. The food we eat, the air we breathe, and the milk we drink, all are mixtures. Okay, all are mixtures. A mixture consists of, after that, a mixture consists, second paragraph, a mixture consists of 2 or more substances which are not joined chemically. Mixtures may consist of elements, compounds, or both. Means if we want to make mixture, we can use element, we can use compounds, or both to mix them without any chemical reaction. The substances which are made up of a mixture may be solid, liquids, or gases. Means when we make the mixture which is made up It may be a solid substance, it may be liquid, it may be gas. So first, let's me highlight or underline this point. Air is a mixture of gaseous element. If I ask you, write down the question over here, write down on this blank space, why air is a mixture. Quickly write down the question, why air is a mixture. Each and everyone write down why air is a mixture. Now your answer would be because, underline this, because air is a mixture of gaseous elements. Because air is a mixture of gaseous elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, noble gases, carbon dioxide, and water vapors. Underline all these 4 lines, and this is the answer of a reason why air is a mixture. Okay, fine. Some useful mixtures. Air is a mixture of gaseous elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, and noble gases. Okay. Next point, write down question over here, reason question. Have you all written? Let me know if you have written. Okay, Abdul Rahman. Please repeat it again, Alina. My question is, why air is a mixture? Why air is a mixture? So your answer would be air is a mixture of gaseous elements such as nitrogen, oxygen. All these 4 points are the answer of this reason question. Why air is a mixture. Okay, write down over here where my cursor is. Write down over here why mineral water is a mixture. Write down the question, why mineral water is a mixture. Beta, if this session would be disconnected due to any reason, I will reconnect it. Please don't go, be there. I will reconnect it. Okay. Mineral water. Now, the answer of this question is this reason question, because mineral water is a mixture of minerals and water. Highlight the answer, because it is a mixture of minerals such as calcium, sodium, potassium. If you don't want to write down the names of these elements or minerals, it's up to you. You can just write down the answer. Mineral water is a mixture because it's a mixture of minerals. It's a mixture of minerals and water. Got it? Has everyone got it? Have you all written? I'm repeating the question, why mineral water is a mixture? Your answer should be because it is a mixture of minerals and water. It is a mixture of minerals and water. Okay, next question. We have already discussed. Okay, so I was taking your attendance, and the next question is, what is a duralumin? It comes like, it can come in 2 ways. Write down the question over here. What is a duralumin? First, write down question, what is a duralumin? Have you written the answer? What is a duralumin? Yes, right now. Okay, let's repeat it. What is a duralumin? First question, write down about this duralumin. The question can be come in 2 ways. What is a duralumin? Or define duralumin? And second, why duralumin is used to make or to build aircraft bodies. Write down question, why duralumin is used to build aircraft bodies. So your answer would be in these all four lines. Underline all these four lines. Duralumin is light and strong and is used for building aircraft bodies. It is a mixture of aluminum, copper, magnesium, and manganese. Yes, duralumin is light and strong. That is why it is used for building aircraft bodies. It is a mixture. It is a mixture of aluminum, copper, magnesium, and manganese. Write down important on all 3 points. Important here, write down important. Okay, over here, write it down, important. Important. Okay, write down important on all these 3 points. These are all very important. Repeat the question. My question is, what is a duralumin? First question, for duralumin, first question can be like, what is a duralumin and why duralumin is used for building aircraft bodies? Why duralumin is used for building aircraft bodies? Have you written, Raja? Yes. Okay. Done, everyone? I'm going to change the slide now. Now the reinforcement questions. Why chalk, sugar, wood, air, water, etc. are not found in the periodic table? We have discussed this question in the class. I want each and everyone to write down the answer. Please write down the answer in the chat box. Why chalk, sugar, wood, air, water, etc. are not found in the periodic table? I am saving this chat. Yes, Hamza, good. Yes, you, Sarah, Lina, Iman. Please write down the question. Write down the answer of this question. Yes, Pariza, this is also okay. Good, because they are mixtures. No, Shayan, these are not only mixtures. Some of them are compound as well. Because they are not elements, and in the yeah, Hibal, good. And in the periodic table, there are no elements. No, this is wrong. What are you writing, Iman? Because these things are mixtures and compounds, and in the periodic table, only the elements are classified. Excellent. Iman has given the proper answer. She has given the proper answer because elements are classified. Abdullah, what are you writing? Are classified because they are compounds or mixture. Yeah, right. Right. Element in the periodic table. There are no elements. Rama, this is how come there are no elements in the periodic table? Only the elements are there in the periodic table. You are writing opposite. Write down the complete answer that these may be compounds or mixture, like sugar is a compound, chalk is a compound, wood, air are mixtures, water is a compound. They are not shown in the periodic table because they are not only the elements. In the periodic table, only elements are classified. Only elements are there. Okay. Next question, why duralumin is used for building aircraft bodies? Why duralumin is used for building aircraft bodies? Because it is light. Only light. Why not strong? For building aircraft bodies, we need something light and strong both. For building aircraft bodies, we need something very light and strong. Yes, I mean good. Yes, it is light in weight and strong. Good, Alina. Because duralumin is used for building aircraft bodies. Why? Because it is light and strong. Okay, next, last question. Next question. Why air is a mixture? Why air is a mixture? Why air is a mixture? Is there any exchange of heat or light when we make tank syrup? My question. Yes. Class, look at the screen. Why air is a mixture? Write down the answer. Yes, class. Yes, Abdullah. We have just discussed it. Why air is a mixture? Air is a yes, you Sarah, excellent. Air is a mixture of gaseous element. Because yes, this is also right answer because it consists like you can write it is in it different several gases are mixed. You should use the word mixture or mixed. Different. It is a mixture of different gases. It is a gas. It's a mixture of gaseous element. Or you can also write so many different gases are mixed together. Okay, you can use different words. So many gases are mixed together without any chemical reaction or like this. Okay, write down the answer, everyone. Yes, so Hema, right. Air is a mixture of gaseous element. Or we can also write there are several different gases are mixed together. Abdullah, no, Rehma, put off your camera. Rehma, put off your camera. Air is a yes. On has written because it is a mixture of gaseous elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, noble gases, right? So different, good, good, everyone. Okay. Next question: is there any exchange of heat or light? Is there any exchange of heat or light when we make tank syrup? We all of us have experienced how to make tank syrup. Is there any exchange of heat or light in it? No, no. Yes, everyone is writing no. Why? Why there is no exchange of heat and light? Is there any reason? Yes, because it is a mixture, or you can also write it is because no chemical reaction takes place here. Yes, Shayan, this answer is also correct because it's everyone is copying the answer. Alina has written because it's a mixture. Everyone is copying it. Why this is so? You can change the words. Is there? If I'm asking, is there any exchange of heat or light when we make tank syrup? You simply write no, because it is a mixture and no chemical reaction takes place. Okay, you can give the answer because no chemical reaction takes place during the formation of tank syrup. Okay, no heat or light takes place because there is no chemical reaction. Good. Yes, you Sarah. And no chemical reaction takes place. So keep remember when we make mixture, no chemical reaction takes place, so no heat and light are exchanged. Okay, no heat and light are exchanged. Next question: burning of fire gives out heat and light both. Does it produce any mixture or compound? When we burn fire, it gives out heat and light both. Does it produce any mixture or compound? What happens when we burn fire? Is there the making of any mixture or making of any compound? Carbon dioxide is formed. Yes, I know. Is it a mixture or compound? I know, Abdullah, that carbon dioxide is formed. Tell me whether it is a compound or a mixture. Yes, Shayan. Good, good. So, no miss ye Galaxy A10. Who is Galaxy A10? Please come with your real name. So otherwise I will expel you. Compound. Okay, fine. Now I'm explaining the complete answer. Okay. Your answers are also correct. Well, well done. You can give burning of fire gives out heat and light. Both. Does it produce any mixture or compound? It produces only compound, that is carbon dioxide gas, because when we burn fire, please remember, when we burn fire, burning of fire is a chemical reaction. That is why after it a compound is formed and it gives out heat and light both. Okay, got it? Got my point? If you want to write down the answer, these questions, please capture the screen. We will take a short quiz or a short what we can say an oral test or a board test during the class, in person class. Please take the snapshot or screenshot of this of these questions. I will take. We will do a board activity. Burning of fire gives out heat and light both. It produces only compound. It does not produce any mixture. It produces compound. Done. Okay, fine. Why chalk, sugar, wood, air, water, etc. are not found in the periodic table? Second question, why duralumin is used for building? Write down the answer in the chat box. I'm repeating the question. There is one more question I want to ask. Why mineral water is a mixture? I'm writing yes, yes, on excellent. Why mineral water? Write down the answer of this question. Why mineral water is a mixture? Why mineral water is a mixture? Write down the answer of this question. Mixture of minerals and Iman. Mineral water is a mixture of, yes, Sameen, yes. It's a mixture of minerals and water, right? Calcium, sodium. Beta, these are the minerals we know, but these minerals are mixed in where? They are mixed in a compound. These are the minerals, these are the elements, and they are mixed without any chemical reaction with a compound, that is water in it. So we can simply say it is a mixture of some minerals and water. Yes, yes, Aban. I will be asking all these questions in the class, remember it. Is there any exchange of heat or light when we make soap water? Is there any exchange of heat or light when we make soap water? No, right? Why? Why? Because I'm asking, is there any mixture of, is there any exchange of heat or light when we make soap water? When we mix surf in the water? When we mix surf in the water, is there any exchange of heat or light? No. Yes. No, it's not online. RT is not online. On Monday, it is in class, in person class. You will be writing the answer in your copies. And must bring both, group A will be bringing the homework, the last assignment of question 1, 2 and 3 of force and pressure, must bring your copy on Monday, and group B must bring your copies on Wednesday, so that I'll check them and return them on the same day. Okay. Okay, class. Now it's time to say thank you to you. Will you upload assignment? No, there will be no assignment today. Your assignment day, please remember, Aban, your assignment day is only Wednesday. Your assignment will be uploaded on Wednesday. Rania Jahan Mughal, I haven't seen you in the class, but here you did not answer, did not participate, and right away you are saying bye. Must bring your group A, must bring your homework, question 1, 2 and 3 of chapter force and pressure on Monday. Must submit your copies. And okay, and group B must submit your copies on Wednesday. Okay, class. Okay, thank you for your time and attention. Thank you so much. Okay, Allah Hafiz.